Well, what's up, you guys? This is Brett from the TeamFPC. We're here at Alternate Universe in Wilmington, here with Dan Mont, and you are playing
Windups.
Okay.
Format.
And I hear you have some original take on the deck.
Yeah, it's for the most part it's actually standard, but I did a couple changes, a couple tests, some questionable cards as to why they're being played, because it's kind of like putting some of the older format stuff, putting it in the newer one. But as far as the deck is essentially concerned, it's pretty standard for the most part. But since Windups aren't really seeing that much play, I figure I'd give them a go. I really think that they're gonna be a pretty decent meta call, just because they still have more spam ability. They still need maybe one more resource to go off, but Rabbit and Factory are still just way too real. So,
yep.
Like I said, onto the deck. We're just gonna start with our basics. 3 Rabbit,
of course.
3 Rat, 3 Shark, Magician. These are just your staples. Because of the new ban list, obviously you have to play, the Warrior. I'm not playing double Warrior, I'm playing the Warrior Soldier. I think it's just pretty good because you can just get Warrior out of your deck as fast as possible, and even if you top deck Soldier, he's just a decent beater. So, that's my take on it.
Makes sense, he's still a Warrior.
Yeah, the monster count in this deck now just becomes a little too low because Magician Shark is just not even that real anymore, unless you have Magician Shark to go off.
Right.
So the monster count just becomes low, and you just have to dig for whatever you need to dig. I kind of changed it up. Instead of just playing the original duality build, I decided to go on actually 2 T-Kings in the main deck.
Thunder King's great.
And it is a good card, but a lot of people really just, they don't think it's the right call this format because, for windups, just because they need to dig through their answers to keep up with mermails and stuff. But I just take the reverse effect. I think being able to open a Thunder King opening game and, setting a decent amount of back row, it's just really deadly, this format. Just being able to hit this against water and all that other stuff, it stops a lot. He's a solid card overall. So playing 2 in the main deck, plus it also helps your monster count. I think it's pretty decent. 2 tour guides. It's your instant invoker. Plus being able to go to a quick level 3. It's still playable just with the 2 tour guide targets. Then we're gonna go with the Trinity, Dark Hole, Reborn, Heavy Storm. Not playing Book of Moon this deck, just because Book of Moon this format's not really that good, and Lance is just toppling over it right now. So
yeah, Lance.
There's not a lot of cards you can hit with Book right now that's really going to just completely change the aspect of the game, so I just didn't really play it. I'm actually playing 3 MST with this build. There's another build that I was actually talking with Corey Rocca. We were talking about as to whether or not we want to take MST down to 2. Simply because it's a good card and it hits a lot of things this format, but with the speed of the deck right now, you just want to be able to draw your combo pieces a lot faster, and back row doesn't really become that much of an issue if you can play the deck correctly, so you can actually outgrind through a lot of the plays. So, it's kind of iffy. 3 MST this format is still really good, but it depends on how how is your play style, etc. How you want to play it through. If you feel confident enough where you can grind through and you can play your MSTs correctly, 2 could be nice. It's an extra slot for something, but right now I'm just playing 3 just because it's still a solid choice. I'm playing 2 Lance. Easily one of the best cards in this format right now. It really says yes to a lot of your plays. Now that Solemn is down to 1, obviously Forbidden Lance is easily one of the best cards in this format. So if you really want a Tour Guide play to go off, or you just want a Magician Shark to go off, and you have a bottomless for your Shark, it's just, the Lance could be what you need just to get that. Not to mention Shockmaster takes more resource now, so being able to successfully land a Shockmaster right now is very important if you really want to stun the opponent. So Lance is relatively good. It tends to go with the MST, but yeah. More staples, Pot of Avarice. I should really explain it. This is just, it's pretty much say
reload and draw.
Yep. Yeah, there you go. You're playing 3 factories. Obviously, the new combo of the deck is Rabbit Factory. You want to abuse that to your fullest extent. Now, I want to touch up on this card real quick, just simply in terms of people were asking me is, why are you playing T-King and you're playing Windup Factory? And my answer to that is, if you have Windup Factory up, you should already be winning. And T-King, that's the only thing that's really conflicting with T-King. If I have T-King up with a decent amount of back row, or just have T-King keeping pressure on the board, that gives me more than enough comfort to where when T-King, he just becomes a high value card that they need to get rid of it, or they can't do anything. But once T-King leaves the board, you can just then go off with Factory.
As long as you're playing your Thunder Kings right, you should be winning.
Exactly. 2 tankies, this is just more standard. You want to get to your rabbit as fast as possible, so, tanky is just it. It just gets it there. The trap lineup, 2 bottomless. It's pretty good this format.
Yep.
Torrential, really good this format, but yeah.
Punishes bad players.
Yeah, it punishes a lot.
Like me.
Good players actually, but still good.
Punishes me.
Yeah, 2 Phoenix Chain, 2 Mirror Force. Really, it's been really good this format.
Yep.
It's been nuts. And then the Solemn Twins. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the main deck. Some people were also asking me why I wasn't running Bear. Bear is a good card, but I just feel like he just doesn't... Like, he says yes to an OTK, but he doesn't really say yes to, hey, I want to stop your plays and I want to slow you down. And that's really the object of what I want to do.
It's all about the play style.
Because even if I'm going fast, that's still a normal summon I ended up wasting. And
right.
It's okay. So, like, that's just my personal preference on it. Onto the extra deck, these are mostly staples. The level 3s, playing Invoker, Tempo, Acid Golem, Levier, Zenmain, and Leviathan.
Hopefully everyone knows what they do.
Yes. This is all common stuff. My level 4 choices were Dweller, just because it's water's too real.
Yes, definitely.
Diamond Dyer, Maestro, Pappy. Well, yeah, those are my level 4s, and then
Love Pappy.
I'm playing Shockmaster, and I'm testing Ouroboros out for right now. Because when he comes legal, I think he's actually going to make a pretty decent impact for this deck.
Right.
Because, like I said, you can make level 3s, and he's 2750, and you can start ripping cards from hand. So
absolutely.
That's actually going to be very interesting to actually be playing. Some people were asking me why Diamond Dyer was in the deck. I mean, it's obviously a good card. If you have this with Gravit, it's no minus at all. You just start it off. He helps with situational cards as well, so he's definitely a good choice, in my opinion. And then the level 5s, these are also pretty stable. Tyrus and Volcasaurus.
Volcasaurus
is
the
just
shit, yes.
He's just easily one of the most overpowered cards in this format, if you can make him.
It's ridiculous.
And then Gaia Charger. Just pop a card, Gaia Charger, and just run in. Like, it's not even that much. Funny story with this guy though. Like I was actually playing somebody, and I went Volcasaurus. He ended up, it went through. I popped the 2800 beater. He killed it. Then I rip Avarice, and then I make another Volcasaurus, and then go Gaia Charger. Because I haven't got Gaia Charger the first time.
That was a scrap guy?
Yeah. He was upset. He was extremely upset. He was like, what the fuck? Hitting my baboon and hitting
They get
my
mad. Volcasaurus makes people mad.
It's just really good in this. It's just a really good card.
Alright, you guys. Thank you, Dan, for the deck profile.
Yeah, no problem.
And hope to see you soon. And
yeah, be sure to be sure to check us out at TeamGigasGaming.
Yeah, I'll put a link in the description for them. And thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. See ya. Happy 420.